Okay, so the purpose of all of these drills were to isolate separate body movements that would assist us with learning the level 2 skills, mostly just so that we get muscle memory. This first drill was to mostly work on getting the shoulders rolled in, and that helps us create a pocket for the air to catch on, and it helps keep us vertical and lifted up. So we're rolling the shoulders forward and then opening them up backwards so that we can feel the muscles engage and see how the wind responds to those adjustments. When we roll our shoulders in like that, it catches the wind, and then when we roll them back out, it allows the wind to flow off of us. Right here, we leaned forward so that we exposed more of our body to the wind to create a bigger effect. On this part, I wasn't looking so much for the arms to be used. I was more so looking for the shoulders. I was looking for you to feel the movement of when you engage your shoulders forward and it pushes you backwards and lifting you up more vertical. I could see that you were really paying attention and noticing the effect of it. So we went a little bit more leaned over, rolled the shoulders in, and that created a strong, powerful lift, causing us to go more vertical with our upper body. Right here, we went into creating more of that effect. So rolling the shoulders in first and then putting the arms out second. This portion of the drill was to get a little bit more of the full body into it. This part is allowing you to get the effect going from belly up to a vertical knee fly position by using the shoulders coming in and extending the arms to catch the air while also bringing the legs under. We brought the wind speed up higher to 66% right here. And then this was good. However, on that attempt, you did the arms before the shoulders, which gives you more of a push backwards instead of a lift vertical. So then we went on to the next drill, which was scooting around on the net in a half upright position on back fly as we were doing a figure 8. This drill is intended so that you don't think so much consciously, it's more subconscious, using your legs for steering and your upper body torso for steering and direction. The thing that I noticed most often with this drill is that everyone does this. You're putting your chin down towards your chest, which isn't giving you that lift and drive towards your feet. Right here is what I'm really looking for, where you get more upright, more vertical. And that's accomplished when we put our head back and keep our hands a little bit closer together. I gave you a few times of relax just to kind of reset and take a break. That right there is really successful. You really opened up the shoulders to get the lift. Right there was good. So I brought the wind speed up a little bit higher so you didn't have to work so hard. This portion of the figure 8 is where you really struggled. as you're coming towards me there. That's good. Good, good, good. Still keeping the chin down most of the time. And then right, instead of turning to the right, it looks like you delayed a little bit longer and then did an aggressive right turn. So on this part of the figure eight, just like that, avoid going all the way, I guess, at a 90 degrees, and try to go more at an angle to make it a really smooth figure eight. That looks good right there. Gave you another relax and a reminder about opening the head and chest. That's really good right there. Great job, great job. Another reminder about the head. And then to the exit, I like how you got the lift right there. That was really great. Here we go on the same figure eight drill, but moving towards the head this time. So as you know, we started really low wind speed. This is 57%. And as you said, I agree, that was lower than we really needed. 50. Oh, waiting for the right wind speed. So this is at 57. And you were struggling the whole time to really get much out of this part. But what I saw from this was a strong, powerful movement towards your head and good control with your turning by using the legs, using the torso. Right here, I was noticing a lot of pushing your hips out to the side as opposed to using the legs and the arms and perhaps even the shoulders. So other than turning the wind speed up higher, on this portion, we could really use our legs for turns more by angling them into the wind. It's super low wind speed. The same way we do back fly turns with our legs is the same control that we can use as we're doing this drill. Here we go at a better wind speed. Started at 64% on this one. Much more ability to feel out what you're doing. Better sense of where you're gaining lift. That's what I'm talking about with angling the legs. Great job right there. Great job. That was a fast movement. I would have liked that to be slower. I'm always cautious of when your head gets close to the wall. Good adjustment right there. Going back down farther. Oh, got close to the wall in that spot. Right there, we were kind of off the figure eight pattern. I don't understand why your feet are together right there. Maybe it's just more comfortable. So I was reminding you to use the legs for steering. Good job right there. Good job, good job. And time for an exit. On that exit, the chin was really tucked into the chest. I would push that chin all the way up for that part. Okay, on this one, let's see what we're doing. So we're practicing bringing the knees forward enough so that we don't get that backwards movement that you see a little bit coming up here in a second. So I'm telling you to push those knees forward faster and smoother, because right here, maybe it's the next one, you're going to notice the backwards drift. Maybe it's hard to see on the video. So I was saying that you were going really slow and pausing halfway through. I was saying get those knees underneath you sooner. So there's the backwards drift. The goal on this drill is to learn how to get through the wind and not stop halfway. So let's watch it again. This one, your knees are pushing through that resistance and dropping down. That's good. And if we hesitate halfway for too long, it pushes us backwards. So watch this one where you drifted backwards. That right there is the movement that causes you to go backwards. So we want to get through that portion faster, like that, so that it keeps us upright versus pushing us backwards. Those were successful right there. So right here, I was noticing that we're still wanting to get the knees through that faster. That was a beautiful one. Really good on that. So we bumped up the wind speed so that you can start a little bit higher off the net. That's the backwards movement hesitation right there. Really make sure you get the knees forward like that. I was noticing a lot of drop down at the end, slamming into the net. So use your torso like we did with rolling the shoulders in to catch the wind and slow you down. That was a little bit more of what I'm talking about, going slower. So using the shoulders rolled in to create the lift, gently coming down. That was good. Knees just a little bit more forward. Right there is good, but the arms down is really causing us to drop fast. We want to gain lift on the upper body, and the more we keep those arms eye level and parallel to the net, the more the wind is going to push our upper body up, keeping us vertical. Keeping that chest in allows us to get vertical as well. Right here, we don't have enough wind speed to really get off the net, so I bumped it up a little bit. Nice job there. Here we go on your fun rotation of doing back fly entrance, and really good control staying centered here. I was getting your attention to get you to look back behind your head. Really good job staying centered. Nice slow movements for up and down using primarily the arms, the back of the arm surface. Some turns using the arms. Legs are a little bit uneven. It's not really affecting you too much. That chin is staying tucked in majority of the time. Going for the numbers with the feet. So as you fly towards the numbers with your feet, I would want to see the shoulders getting more vertical. That way, it's really giving you a stronger push towards it, and that raised angle gives you a better visual of it. So right here, we never want to face the doorway when we're doing moves that might cause us to go out the door. So you angled over to the side. That was great. Good smooth one right there. This one right there had a lot of forward movement. So let's watch that again. Okay, so here's a replay of the good one. Not much forward drive. This one had a lot. And then the next one here, I told you to stay backwards. That was good. So let's watch it again in really slow motion. Here goes the first one. Twisting the legs, keeping the arms and shoulders raised higher than the legs. That was great. Here goes the second one. Watch the legs and the angle of the whole body. I'll pause it right here to highlight the angle from your fingers to your heels, that is very much a forward angle diving down. Then as you rotate, that momentum that was generated is still carrying through. Your legs are still very extended. Your head is lower than your feet. So as we continue through it, watch what happens. This is a stable back fly position, but we had so much momentum that even though you paused in a neutral position, you were still moving. So watch this. The correction to stop that movement. That was a lot of overcorrecting to a strong, powerful movement. Overall, we didn't hit the wall, and that was good. But let's see if we can watch the difference between the one without forward movement. That's where the arms stay high and raised, the chin stays up. So then we had a few more that were a little bit forward drive. I decided to stand there just in case we got more with forward drives. So that's a back to a belly. It's mostly when you start on your belly and go to back that you create that forward movement. Your belly fly has a strong arch at the hips with the shoulders being raised, whereas your back fly has your feet really high and your shoulders lower, causing the forward momentum. So watch it here. This is the forward momentum. Here's the slow replay of that. Watch the elbows with the arms as they twist and rotate. We need to find a way to keep the legs lower than the arms on the belly to back. So in a review of today, we focused on the muscle memory needed to achieve these skills and perfect them. We focused on rolling the shoulders forward and in, and the effect of when we roll them back and relax them. It changes how much vertical rotation we can get from belly going into a vertical knee fly. And then we worked on using the shoulders and the legs to control our turns as we're moving towards our feet or towards our head on back fly. That's the purpose of the figure eight. The better you can do figure eights at any wind speed, the better control you're going to have on any back flying. And I still want you to be really cautious on your belly to back half barrel rolls so that we're not getting that forward momentum. Keep those legs bent, especially at the hip. Keep it bent, tucked in towards your chest. And then find a way to allow the legs to be lower than the upper body so that your whole body is getting more backwards momentum. And I'll say it again to reiterate that I liked today's session for gaining muscle memory to apply as we're doing the actual skill. Breaking it down into these small isolated segments really helps to clearly articulate what it is we're doing to accomplish the skill. So great job, and I want to see more of this.